What if I told you one of the most powerful tools we have to fight climate change isn't a new solar panel or a fancy electric car, but a simple radical idea? Paying countries not to cut their trees down. It sounds almost too simple, but this idea is at the heart of global program that's trying to change the entire economic equation of our planet's forest. Program that's trying to change the entire economic equation of our planet's forest. Today we are breaking down REDD Plus, the plan to make our forests worth more alive than dead. Why is forest so important for the climate? We all learned in school that trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They are the lungs of our planet. But they are also like giant living carbon banks. For centuries, they have been pulling carbon out of the atmosphere and locking it away in their trunks, their leaves, and the soil. The Amazon rainforest alone stores over 120 billion tons of carbon. But when we cut down trees and burn those forests, all that stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere. It's like emptying a massive bank account of carbon straight into the air. For decades, the economics were simple. A dead tree used for lumber or clear land used for cattle ranching or palm oil was worth more money than a living tree. So how do you change that? This is where REDD plus comes in. This is where REDD plus comes in. Imagine the world giving a job offer to the great forests of Amazon, the Congo Basin and Southeast Asia. The job description: keep doing what you are doing, storing carbon and staying alive. The salary: millions, sometimes billions of dollars. International funding. RED Plus is an acronym that stands for R reducing. Essentially, it is a system to create financial hooks, real cash incentives for developing countries to protect their forests. So how does this actually work? It is a three-step process. First, a country has to figure out its historical rate of deforestation. Think of it like a diet. Before you can track your progress, you have to weigh yourself. Countries use satellite data from the past to create a business as usual line showing how much forest they would have lost without any action. Step 2: take action. Next, the country has to actually do the work. This isn't just one single thing, it is a whole toolbox of policy. It could mean hiring more park rangers to stop illegal logging, giving formal land titles to indigenous communities who are proven to be the best guardians of forests, or helping farmers use techniques that don't require clearing new land. 3. Prove it and get paid. This is the most important part. After a few years, the country uses satellite imagery and on the ground checks to measure its new lower deforestation rate. Have to report the results, and independent experts have to verify them. If they can prove they reduce emissions compared to their baseline, they get paid. It is result based payment. No results, no money. Now what about that little plus sign in REDD plus? It was added later because we realized that stopping deforestation wasn't enough. The plus includes three more crucial activities: conservation, sustainable management of forests, and enhancement. Conservation: protecting forests that are still standing but are under threat. Sustainable management of forests: using forest resources wisely without depleting them. Last, enhancement: basically planting more trees and restoring forest, degraded forests to increase carbon storage. REDD Plus isn't just about stopping the bad stuff. It is also about encouraging the good stuff. This all sounds amazing. So why haven't we solved deforestation yet? Well, as with any big idea, there are some serious challenges. What if you protect a forest here and the loggers just move their operations right next door, outside the protected zone? The problem isn't solved, it just leaked to another area. This is a huge one. Does the money from REDD Plus actually reach the local and indigenous communities who are on the front lines protecting the forest? Or does it get stuck in government bureaucracy and corruption? Ensuring the benefits are shared fairly is one of the biggest hurdles. What happens if a country gets paid for protecting a forest for 5 years and then a new government comes in and allows it to be cut down? Massive wildfire burns it up all. The climate benefit is lost forever. So REDD Plus is not a perfect solution. It is not a silver bullet, but it is one of the most important tools we have because it fundamentally tries to change the system. It is an admission that our global economy has been treating nature as free and disposable for far too long. By putting a real, tangible financial value on a living, breathing forest, REDD Plus gives us a powerful hook to fight back against the economic forces driving deforestation. It is complex and it is challenging, but it is a critical step in learning how to properly value our planet's most vital economic systems. So, what do you think? Is REDD Plus a genius plan or a flawed dream? And if you learned something new today and want to explore more big ideas that are shaping our world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.